Hey guys, this is OolongBt here, and in this video I'm going to be explaining what PUG means. I'm going to be explaining what PvE is, going to explain what PvP is, and also LFG. If there's any other kind of words that you're not understanding that has been slung into a chat and you keep kind of seeing it, like GG, that stands for good game, all these kind of stuff that you're going to be seeing in your gaming experience, put it in the comments below and we can kind of answer all your questions about what they mean, because there's some people that kind of say these things but they don't actually know what it is. So we'll start with PUG. Okay, what does PUG mean? PUG stands for pickup group. Pickup group is anything that isn't pre-made. Okay, so I mean, if you were to queue up for an 8-man raid set by yourself, you'd go in and 7 other guys would have done the same. Bang. That's a pickup group, because it's just random guys just slung together and they haven't got any kind of clue who one another is. It's just a random group that's been slung together. These groups tend to be very disorganized. They pretty much lose all the time versus a pre-made group, okay, because a pre-made group, at least, you know, they've got the right roles, that kind of stuff. So I strongly recommend guys getting a pre-made group, and a pre-made is getting a group together before you go out and do something. It's very, very rarely, unless it's a duo, I'll PUG a duo, because I don't need a partner, I can just solo a duo, so there's no problems with completing the stuff. But I mean, with raids and stuff, you can get in some PUG groups that are just awful, okay. You guys who are watching this, you know, you're in that category, some of you guys. So I mean, PUG groups, tricky. What you want to do, guys, if you want to complete your raids and your alerts, you want to build up a relationship with a group, a certain amount of people that you know, build up some friends, then you can group up and then go and do it. And trust me, even if you're all on mic, it helps a lot. So PUG groups, some of them can be surprisingly good, but in my past experience, a lot of them can be very, very bad. Okay, let's move on to PvE and PvP. This is my first MMO, so when I started the game, didn't have a clue what any of these meant. Okay, I didn't know what PvP was, didn't know what PvE was. PvP stands for player versus player. Okay, this will be anything from dueling to open worlds, killing people in the open world, to arenas, to legends, anything that you're fighting against another player with a PS3 controller in the hand or a keyboard if you're on PC. That's all player versus player. Okay, now player versus player leagues, PvP leagues, they will focus on this, so they will their kind of league will enjoy doing that kind of stuff more than PvE stuff, which is player versus environment. Okay, player versus environment. So the easiest way to explain player versus environment is just you versus the computer, but just enemies controlled by the computer. So this will be your duos, your alerts, your challenges, your raids, all that kind of stuff. Anything open world that's not controlled by a player. This is all PvE, player versus environment stuff, okay? And you will have a player versus environment phase and a player versus player phase in the Hall of Doom or in the Watchtower. You can switch between phases, okay? The PvE phase is really good for leveling up, because you haven't got enemies kind of attacking you and stuff like that, okay? You can still see them running around, flying around, whatever. They can't attack you though, okay? Whereas on the PvP phase, when you see an enemy, you can attack them, you can kill, okay? So it can be quite frustrating when you're a low level trying to complete your missions in open world and you've got strong players kind of flying over it and killing you. So leveling up PvE, okay? If you're not into PvP, just stay PvE. But when you've got some decent gear, go PvP. It makes the game more fun. So that's PvE and PvP, and I said I'd explain LFG as well quickly. LFG stands for looking for group. There is a LFG chat which will be that really annoying one, which has just got loads of stuff screening, kind of scrolling through every 10 seconds. That's the looking for group chat, guys. So I mean, if you were interested in getting a group together, okay, getting a pre-made together, search in LFG chat and you'll be good to go. I don't recommend, guys, queuing up solo for stuff. Okay, if you need a raid done, the worst thing you can do is queue up solo. That's the worst thing you can do. At least go in LFG chat and just try and get the correct roles. Make sure you got a healer in there and all that kind of stuff. Okay, well, apart from that, guys, like I said, if there's any other ones that you kind of wasn't too sure about that you've seen around, put it in the description. I'll be happy to kind of answer them, and people who see your comment will be happy to answer them as well, I'm sure. Okay, apart from that, like, comment and subscribe.